to the live RavenCon recording of Gallifrey Pirate Radio, which is in next month, celebrating 4 years doing this podcast that came out of me losing my mind during grad school, wanting to do something creative, and so the show was born. And the early episodes are really terrible. I mean, they're terrible. Don't go that far back.
I always tell people at podcasting panels, I get on a bunch of intro to podcasting, I'm like, when you do your show, no. For like the first 20 episodes, your show is going to suck so bad. Just realize that. You're learning, you're growing.
Yeah. But I am the host, David
You went
Michelle.
Longer than 20, but that's fine.
Yes, I did. I am the host, Stephen Bishop. I am joined by
Maya Preisler.
You can tell a little bit more about.
No. See, that's confidence. Maya Price.
Yeah.
That's right. Love me.
Yeah.
Love me.
Yes. And with this awesome co-host, which I should actually just officially make you a co-host. You're on enough episodes.
Sure.
Yes.
You know, and your ratings always go up. So yeah. Absolutely. Hi, I'm the wonderful Billy Flynn from GeekRadioDaily.com.
Ding!
There you go. See, I brought the bell. It's
Yeah.
in the app. It's in the app, which is fantastic. We're the 15-minute-ish or so Monday to Friday podcast with a sometimes weekly longer form version of the show. Voice actor, my band will be in this room rocking tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. So I understand. I completely understand.
10 a.m.
10 a.m.
What did you do?
I have no idea, and I wish someone would just come tell me, because I'm like, seriously, because I can do better, whatever it was.
That's the coolest thing in the world you could ever do to a drummer.
No. No, that's the coolest thing you ever do to Billy Flynn.
I mean,
actually, the only worst thing is putting you on at 9 a.m.
Well, 9 a.m. is our setup time, so I technically see 9 a.m. is on my card.
Oh my god.
Which makes it really fun, because today is the Flintstress' birthday. We have a babysitter who is watching the child all night long so she can go out. So we can go out and party. I gotta get up and be set here.
Mike's tomorrow.
Party together.
I know.
So
Maybe
because
birthday buddies.
my 3DS told me, huh?
So awesome. I have a drinking buddy for tonight.
Indeed.
Oh yes, this is
All right.
awesome.
I think the four of us need to make this happen.
Okay.
Hey now.
So first we're going to hit off with some Doctor Who news, which I have found very, very interesting over the past
You
couple
need
weeks.
to call. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Your segments need to have little intros like all of mine do, and you need something to be like, who knew? That was your news segment.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Who knew?
I've never listened to your podcast.
I know you don't. That's why yours doesn't get much better. I know.
Starting next month, and I'm also curious about your guys' response, is that on Disney XD they're going to start showing the Tennant run of Doctor Who.
Not the Eccleston?
Yeah, that's my first response too.
Yeah, no, they're starting with Tennant.
You can't do that.
Well, they can and they are.
That's an odd place. If you're already a fan, you know that you're missing Eccleston. And if you're not a fan, you're going to start with a 2-part episode where the hero you've heard so much about is laying in bed.
Yeah.
No, from what I hear, they're going to start with the first episode of the season. They're not going to start with the Christmas special.
Really?
Yes.
Wow. Okay. Wow.
But then you still don't understand what the hell's wrong, excuse my language, with Rose.
That's true. That's true. You don't get that.
You don't understand why she's all...
You have a different face and everything.
Yeah. But here's the thing. Here's the real interesting thing. Why is Disney asking to show this huge property? Because I mean, they already own Marvel. They already own Star Wars. I mean, why go after something like Doctor Who?
Because they like playing Monopoly.
They do so a lot because apparently they need everything with space. Because it would make a really good cartoon on Disney XD.
Because then we could have the adventures of...
What?
So we could have the adventures of Canine. We could have like a kid show.
Also, I thought you were going to say the Avengers and Doctor Who. Because I heard you say Avengers. I didn't hear it. I was like,
Sorry, adventures. The adventures in Doctor Who would be fun.
You know, an
Thor
animated
and Thomas.
Canine and Company is fine by me. Sure.
But here's the interesting thing that I think ties into this is that during that big WikiLeaks or dump from the Sony Pictures stuff, we found out that Sony Pictures and the BBC were talking about this time with Series 8 to create a actual feature.
As in feature film.
Yes.
So maybe Disney wants to release
Maybe because of all that baggage that was aired with Sony, if maybe the reason why they're partnering with Disney is that maybe Disney might end up doing a theatrical with Doctor Who.
They can't have everything. They can't have everything. They can't do Star Wars, Marvel, and Doctor Who? No.
The Empire. Let's just go ahead and call it like it is.
Then they will be able to keep copyright law from ever ending so they can always have Mickey Mouse.
Yes. Yeah.
Because they'll own everything that we love and we'll keep throwing money because we won't care.
But I don't think the BBC's going to sell it.
Okay, well, just rent it out?
Yeah, you know,
Give them the
basically
rights to do.
just to do the feature.
So...
Kind of like they did with the 98 movie.
A real Doctor Who movie or the Peter Cushing one?
No, real.
Real.
It's supposedly going to actually use the cast.
Current cast.
Current cast of whatever series it is.
Huh.
Unless, of course, now, if possibly it is Tennant, you know, they're showing Tennant on Disney. Maybe they want to try to bring Tennant in.
Tennant in?
Yeah, Tennant in.
Tennant.
I mean, it's not the first time they've talked about bringing Tennant into a feature.
Oh, wow. Kim Cattrall made it to your podcast.
I was like, I think that's an auton to just walk
Yes!
through. It's
Are you my mommy?
I think that's for
nicely done. Nicely.
No, not right now. Let me have a drink or two later. I'll put on an outfit. I'm crazy. I'll be at the masquerade tonight.
But we did get sad news. It just came out today that, and of course my phone's not updating. There it is. Rex Robertson from the Three Doctors
Right.
passed away. He played the scientist, Dr. Tyler. That was in the Three Doctors.
Right.
Yeah, which is, you know, it's kind of interesting, you know, that, you know, he was part of the 10th anniversary. We're now participating in the 10th anniversary of New Who.
Right.
But it's just kind of sad that we've lost, you know, somebody that was so important in an anniversary season or series episode story.
It's crazy. I'm glad that him and everybody else at least got to be around long enough to see that, yes, you were right. Everyone still loves this and it will last forever. I'm very glad we got to see that.
Yeah. Which was sad.
You gonna cheer us up after this? You gonna do one of your songs and dances?
Oh no, I am gonna cheer us up in a second. Not with the song and dance because that just make people weep and cry.
I think they can handle it. It'd make them stronger.
No, talking about our 4th anniversary, we are going to be at Geektopia, the party in all time and space, which is happening right before Con Carolinas. We're now helping sponsor the party.
Nice.
And they're going to help us celebrate and kick off 4 years of the show, moving on to our 5th, and going into our 200th episode of GPR. And we do have some special guests lined up. As of right now, Lee Cummings from Doctor Who Legacy,
Nice.
the mobile app game, and hopefully he's going to give some codes to give away again, because that's always really awesome. We also have Jodie Lynn Nye, the author, who has actually met a multitude of the people, and in her younger days was the spinning image of Liz. She could have done a total Sarah Jane Smith, and some other people are lined up in the wings for to help us celebrate 4 years and 200 episodes of the show. And also, because we have not actually shown this on the show yet, You and Who, Contact Has Been Made, Volume 2 has just come out. It's basically a bunch of essays talking about Doctor Who. This Volume 2 is all about New Who, big Finish audience and stuff like that. But they expanded this volume to include the 50th anniversary of Doctor Who. And 2 of the co-hosts of GPR are actually in this. Myself, I write about the Five-ish Doctors. And Drew's in here too, and I can't remember what episode he ended up writing about.
Because it's not about me, so I don't remember.
Exactly.
Doesn't matter.
But the great thing is all proceeds from this book actually go to children in need, which is kind of cool because that's a charity that Doctor Who helps with every year with the Red Nose and the teddy bear stuff, where we always get some sort of cool Doctor Who thing.
I'm sorry, the door, the hallway right there, there's that little hallway, there's a door there, and it was closed for a moment. And from the way I was looking, it looked like there was a door closed where we were, and then the door opened and far away there was a gentleman, and it was just a very strange moment.
So it's like that
Wibbly
single...
wobbly, timey
A
wimey.
little bit. I was like, okay, wait a second, what's going on?
It's fine. It's spacey stuff. You'll be fine.
Breathe, into the nose,
Yeah, there you go.
out through the mouth.
I don't
Just a little
breathe.
disorientation from going through the vortex.
What do you mean you don't breathe?
I don't breathe.
You're a zombie?
No, breathing's
No,
underrated.
he's a vampire.
Or overrated. I'm not a vampire. Do I look like a vampire?
Yes, you sparkle
Yes.
and glow so lovely.
That's just a time vortex. But one thing that we like to do on GPR, which we've actually never actually done at a convention before, on a
One thing we
panel-
love to do that we never do.
No, we usually do interviews with people, like fans, to find out how they came to Doctor Who, what their interests are, who's their first Doctor, who's their favorite Doctor, what their favorite episode is, what they think of the current season. So what we're going to do, for the first time ever at a convention, is we're going to have Billy pick people from the audience, have them come up and actually talk with us about their fandom and Doctor Who. So Billy, who shall we take as our first participant?
The Auton.
The Auton. God,
Please kill me.
Yeah. There you go, yeah. Yeah.
Put it on. Do you want to put it on?
Sure.
Too, we would love it.
But actually, the interesting thing about Autons, which you would bring that up, that was the very first classic Doctor Who monster that appears in New Who.
First episode even.
Yes, actually, first 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Wow, creepy.
Oh, nice.
Just
What? What is that?
From Saga.
The stuff your nightmares are made of.
for sure.
Somebody at about 2 a.m. is going to turn the corner tonight and see this.
Could we get you to come on this end?
Yeah, so you get on the
video?
camera because the camera's. Everyone is screaming at the video.
Yeah.
Why are you showing
going on?
me?
Let's move out of the way.
What?
Make sure that is framed. Look how
It is! Stand next to it so they get an idea of size. Wow! That thing's towering over people. What? Oh my god. This is absolutely horrifying.
Gotta do the screen. So your inspiration was the chicken in the water thing. The bloop, bloop.
So yeah, you can take that off so you can sit down.
She picked your head.
So you sit there, Maya. We'll have her sit here in the hot seat.
I'm not speaking of hot seat.
In the hot seat.
Hey now.
There.
Oh my god, that is incredible. Incredibly terrifying.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't know if I should turn my back on it.
it's staring at us.
With all 8 eyes.
Yeah, there's a few there. That's
Wow. Yeah, it's like the nesting consciousness given form.
It is.
and the way the eyes are laid out, it's just spidery enough to freak out those people that bothers. So yeah.
In the book, she's a spider.
There you go. See?
So, are you a Doctor Who fan? I would
I
hope
am,
so that
yes.
you're here. On this, here. So, how did you make your way to Doctor Who?
I existed on Tumblr for a long period of time, and then I found the TV.
Nice. So, who's your first Doctor?
My first Doctor was 9. Well, he's the first I watched. When I started watching it, it was 10. But the first one I watched was Christopher Eccleston.
So, so you're coming out from New Who. You really didn't get exposed to classic.
Not at all.
So, how did you feel that with the regeneration? Because a lot of people, especially those that just started watching New Who, they had no concept of regeneration. Were you taken aback, or because you already knew about Tennant, it didn't really faze you as much when Eccleston moved to Tennant?
I don't think I had any expectations for how the transformation was going to happen, but I loved the reincarnation, just because I didn't know how it was going to happen, but I knew it would happen at some point.
So quickly though.
Yeah, I know.
Oh man.
Yeah, it was just like, boom, new Doctor. Because it was never like that in the show. It was always a very traumatic, long, drawn-out process. And then the new one is just like, Highlander!
Tennant got to bring that back.
Yes.
Long, drawn out.
So, what's your favorite episode of Who that you've seen so far?
I'm not sure if I think it's 6th season with Jenna Coleman and Old Fashioned London, where
the snowman?
Snowman, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's a pretty fun one.
It is. It brought back the second Doctor villain, the Great Intelligence.
That most of us could only read about in the novelization since some of the early episodes
They
are
are gone. Though I will say I was disappointed we never got the Yeti. I so wanted the Yeti to come back. I still want the Yeti to come back because they're just so cute and adorable. They're oh my god! I know why I love them so much. They're like adipose. They're furry adipose.
Wow. Furry pose. Okay. Okay. Hey, did you ever ask our wonderful guest their name? You.
Would you like to introduce yourself? Because I totally forgot that. I just jumped into the question.
I was so much more interested in what you did than who you are that's what I did.
My name's Kay, but most people know me as Karazuki Cosplay.
Okay.
Will you be participating in the masquerade?
I will.
Nice!
Sweet.
Okay.
Are you gonna win the masquerade?
I hope so.
You're definitely gonna freak some people out.
Yeah,
Especially...
I've already done that.
Oh, yeah, I know.
That was good.
So, like, what was your inspiration? Like, what made you go, this is what I want to be?
I was reading this comic called Saga from Image, and it was a really short section that she's actually in. It was maybe like 5 pages, and I was like, this is creepy, and I want to do this.
Now I know why I recognize it. I just needed the Saga connection. Which Saga was actually one of the most challenged and banned books in public libraries last year.
Why?
Because supposedly it's anti-family.
There's a lot of nudity, there's a lot of innuendo.
But the thing is if they actually read the book, they would know the book is all about family and stuff like that. So they judged it just on what they saw and not because they didn't bother to read it.
Well,
which is
only
always a
they
shame.
judged it by its cover. Here, you didn't care. Sorry.
So what do you think about Peter Capaldi in the role of the Doctor?
Peter Capaldi, I was definitely worried about him being older than all the rest of the Doctors that I had seen, and just generally his other movie roles. Seeing him as the Doctor was, I wasn't able to picture him very well until he actually became the Doctor. And I'm not all the way caught up, but I've seen enough of him to know that he makes a very good Doctor.
Nice.
Nice. Good answer. Good answer. So do you guys have any questions for her about Doctor Who before we pick somebody else up from the audience?
Are you current enough to have seen the Robin Hood episode?
Yes.
So, when they're sitting in the prison and the little conversation they're having, that could be any Doctor. That could have been Tennant, that could have been Eccleston, right? I mean, if you just close your eyes, it could have been any of those. That's why this show works. Is that a moment for you that, like, because what solidified you? What made you realize that Capaldi, hey, he is the Doctor? That first moment?
I think it was the way he interacts with his companions, that
Nice.
he interacts with the same like emotion and the same like level as the other Doctors all did.
Cool. Okay. Cool. Works for me.
Do you have any for her?
Who's your favorite companion?
Ooh.
And why?
Of course. I like Amy Pond a lot because who doesn't? But I think my favorite overall is probably Clara because I connect to her in a lot of weird, strange ways. And she's kind of just like, she's not like one of those people who has like the weird backstory. She just comes from an average like family, and it's not like something that's so far out of the world. But
Your boyfriend's not a dead robot, is he? Okay, that's too personal. Too personal. Sorry.
no comments.
Okay.
Okay, well, thank you very much for coming up here into the hot seat. Who shall we go after next, Mr. Billy Flynn?
As long as he's sitting next to you, we gotta bring him.
Yes.
Yeah.
We gotta
That's
bring
my
him.
vote.
Yes.
Absolutely my
Oh,
vote.
well, I do. Oh, wait, is that a Minecraft shirt too? That's awesome.
Twice the creepy.
We do Minecraft at my library. It's very, very popular.
It's a great book.
It's a creeper
Yeah.
Yes, it is a creeper shirt.
No, so it's a great book. Your library. You work at a library.
I do look at
Minecraft.
it, yeah.
Okay, never mind. Sorry. He works 60 hours a week.
Yes. Soon we have part-timers. So, who is your favorite Doctor? Oh wait, first of all, what is your name? I keep forgetting that. I like to jump in for the meat of the interview. He's creepy. He has a stare in his eye.
He's really into the role.
He is. He's fully committed.
You can talk to him, buddy.
The Doctor? I don't like the Doctor. I think we know what you like.
So, who is your favorite Doctor? You like the 10th? You like David Tennant? What do you like Tennant? What do you like number 10? Because of of his hair.
Nice.
He does have awesome hair.
There's some styling here.
Yes. So do you have a favorite episode? Oh, because I mean, I would assume it was the two-parter that I can't. That's not my favorite.
Empty child.
The Empty Child. See, right there. Well played.
We have a smart one.
Yes. So who's your favorite monster?
I like the silence.
You like the silence?
Yeah.
Are you gonna dress up like a silence at some point? No.
Too creepy?
Well, what made you decide to go with this? Did you want to just freak people out? Was your inspiration for your fantastic costume?
No, I just can't really think of anything else.
Well, I just happen to have a gas mask. I'm going to the convention. I might as well.
Actually, I didn't have a gas mask at first.
How'd you get it? Did you beat someone and take it from them?
No.
That's good. You shouldn't do these things.
Online.
Oh, online.
Online, good. Isn't it nice that you don't have to feel weird anymore about buying gas masks? And I wonder, the people that sell gas masks now, how much did it go up after that particular, how much is the cosplay for Doctor Who brought up their sales? And if they know that, because if so, you'd think you'd start making a special themed, like TARDIS blue gas mask or something.
Well, I mean, it's like Tennant actually saved Chuck Taylor's. I mean, because they had actually sold Converse had actually sold the rights to the Chuck Taylor to India, to a company in India, because I actually noticed when the quality changed and I found out what had happened, and then Tennant wears trainers on Doctor Who, and all of a sudden, boom! Everybody's wearing trainers. I'm not complaining; they're making them easier for me because I've been wearing them since high school. So they're mine. I got these snazzy ones. My mom for my birthday. Got me Union Jack ones, which I can't wait. I know, they're awesome.
And they glow in the dark.
That's even cooler. I love things that glow in the dark.
Actually, I don't think they sell, like, the actual gas mask from Doctor Who, because I built mine.
You built yours.
Well, I bought the gas mask,
Yeah.
and then I built this.
Really? You are an incredible builder, because I for one, could not have crafted such a thing.
Actually, my mom did.
Well, that the world needs good supervisors. So there you go. There
Yes.
you go. You got the job done. It didn't matter how you did it. You got the job done. Results were found.
So, are you having a good time at RavenCon so far?
Yes.
What's been your favorite thing so far?
This.
Oh!
Nice.
That is awesome.
Will you be participating in the masquerade?
What?
The costume contest?
I don't know what that is.
If not, it's the costume contest that happens tonight, and I forget what the cutoff time is to apply.
It was noon today.
It was noon today. So no, you're not appearing in the masquerade.
You're just gonna wander around.
But you know what? If you showed up and started walking through, ain't nobody gonna say a word to you, Jack. Ain't nobody gonna say. They're gonna let you go just fine. So remember that next year. You be in the costume contest, walk down and have everyone, especially if you could supervise stuff like that, you should be in the masquerade.
So, is there anything else you want to say about Doctor Who? No.
I have a question.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
What do you like about Doctor Who? Like, if you were talking to one of your friends and trying to tell them why you liked it so much, what would you say?
Timey-wimey, wibbly wobbly.
That's awesome.
Perfect answer.
Well, thank you so much for coming up. And who should we bring up here next?
Yeah.
You want a costume next year?
Uh-oh.
This is a costume.
Don't.
The gauntlet has been thrown down. Okay, who else besides her do you think should come up?
Her? The Weeping Angel?
The Weeping Angel! Okay, so thank you so much. We now have the Weeping Angel. Yes.
It's the most animated weeping angel I've
I
ever seen.
know, wow. Okay, I'm gonna get this right. So please introduce yourself.
My name is Allison. Hi.
Hi. So what actually brings you to RavenCon?
Well, you guys know T. Morris, I know. He's one of my
Yes.
friends. And he brought me here like 3 or 4 years ago. And ever since
Willingly?
then I've been coming. Willingly.
Okay.
Yeah. Ever since then I've been coming.
Nice. So are you a Doctor Who fan?
I'm very much a Doctor Who fan.
Cool. When did you start?
I started at the age of 10.
With what doctor did you start with?
My big sister was a huge Doctor Who fan. She wanted me to get into Old Who. So she put me into William Hartnell. So I started with William Hartnell.
Whoa!
Oh,
My big sister's Haley. She's not here though. She loves coming here.
Because I was gonna have to give her a round of applause.
Yeah, I was saying, like,
Wow, that's
Good job.
impressive.
good job.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
Do you remember which one it was?
I started with from the beginning, so yeah.
Wow. An innocent child. Okay.
That's,
Which happens to be my favorite episode. So
I think we got to make her a permanent member of this show.
Right?
Oh my God. So every
you
time.
need to put her in the contest at 3.
So you're coming to the trivia later, right?
I may.
Yes.
Okay.
Word on the street is you are. That's
Wow. Okay. So you've seen all the Doctors now at this point.
I've seen all the Doctors. I haven't seen all the episodes because
Yeah.
some of them, have been lost.
Yeah.
But yes.
Oh my God. She's the worst. We have a new Drew. We don't need Drew anymore.
Yeah, I feel
Drew,
like
you're being replaced.
That was Davey.
Wow. So, I don't even know where to begin with this, but how do you feel about the evolution of the character of the Doctor? Because we started as a grumpy old man, and now we're back to a grumpy old man.
Yes, I'm very actually happy with the way that's gone. It was really sad to see William Hartnell go. When I actually watched the Adventures in Time and Space,
Yeah.
I was like having flashbacks, crying my eyes out. But no, I'm very actually glad with how the transformation's gone. Especially from New Who to Old Who. At first I was slightly upset, but Old Who, New Who, but
Yeah.
I've gotten used to it.
So, wow, this is like a treasure trove of just, I could interview her
See,
for
he had
hours.
stereotyped and judged you as someone that was only New Who, so you've thrown his brain.
No.
He doesn't know how to react.
I'm proud.
She did that to me too.
She did the same thing because when I was talking to Maya for the first time, I asked what her favorite Doctor was because I knew she was a Doctor Who fan, and when she busted out with the classic stuff, I was just like, wow, I wasn't expecting that. That's pretty awesome. So it's always refreshing, when the younger generations, because you are much younger than both me and Billy over here, that you that you dig it. So who's your favorite Doctor of all time?
It would actually have to be Hartnell.
See, look at that. It's usually your
I
first.
should give you a
Yeah.
high five for that.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, he's pretty awesome.
Wow.
What's your favorite new Doctor then?
My favorite new Doctor is a hard one because now Capaldi's come in. It's actually between Tennant and Capaldi. I like Capaldi.
Cool.
Awesome. Wow. What's your favorite classic story?
My favorite classic story. Okay, so there was this one episode a very long time ago with Hartnell. I can't remember what it was called, but I do remember. What were they doing? They're in the Aztecs. I think it was the Aztecs.
the Aztecs.
It's the Aztecs.
Yeah, and that was just my favorite story. I really loved it. But there's another one where I don't know. They're going through this like they had these keys to get, and I can't remember what it was, but I just remember connecting with it so much because
Was that the Fourth Doctor stories?
No, it was still Hartnell. I mean,
I'm trying to think.
I'm all about
Oh, the
Hartnell.
keys of Maris?
Something like that. It was something.
The keys of Roger Maris. Yes.
No, I think it was something like that. Wow.
Roger Maris had nothing to do with
Wow.
Doctor.
So what's your favorite New Who story?
My favorite New Who story is a hard one as well. I'd have to say Sally Sparrow. The Angels.
No.
Yeah,
Yeah, Sally Sparrow is pretty great because it doesn't really involve the Doctor as much, but it does have like this sort of contrast from the Doctor, and it shows that bad stuff does happen when he's not around.
Yeah, it's not just him. It's not just him. He was working on something else entirely.
Yeah.
I'm gonna steal one from your playbook, because it's fascinating being able to ask you both about New Who and classic. Who's your favorite classic companion?
Susan, because Susan's I'm gonna clean this up. She's a brat.
Oh,
she's sitting there.
Right.
One of my favorite scenes is she's sitting there and the Daleks are standing over her telling her to write a letter. And they say, "What is this word, Susan?" And she starts to laugh. She's just
laughing at Daleks again.
Yeah. And I'm excited. I actually am getting the chance to actually meet Carol Ann Ford in November, because I'm actually really excited. I have a Monopoly board.
Oh,
They got
man.
the Monopoly board, and I'm getting everybody to sign it. So I have a number of the Doctors, a ton of the companions, but it's gonna be just phenomenal to get the first companion, Susan, on that board. I'm just pins and needles.
Yeah.
I'm so excited to meet her. So who's your favorite New Who companion?
my favorite New Who companion. Oh man, I liked Mickey.
Nice.
I feel
Davey just keeps going, what is happening? I don't understand.
No, it's just it's like this is incredible. This is awesome. I'm like it's like
Every answer I thought was going to happen has been nowhere near.
I know it. That's what's so wonderful. So Billy, do you have any questions for this?
I'm just
Dr.
enjoying
Expert?
watching you just like drop your flipping head.
It's awesome.
Did you ever get to see Rowan Atkinson in The Curse of the Fatal Death as Doctor Who?
I did not.
That is something you'll have to find. As someone that especially appreciates Classic Who, there's so many Classic Who jokes in that, 7-10 minutes? Yeah. I think you'd have a damn fine time with that.
Okay.
You can find it on YouTube. And actually, the funny thing about that episode was that's what helped sort of start the relaunch of Doctor Who, and it was actually spearheaded by Stephen Moffat. Yeah.
Stephen Moffat's first Doctor Who work.
Yeah.
These things. So,
All right.
Yeah. So, do you have any questions for her?
I do. I really do. And this one's just for you. So, a lot of people are on either side of the fence with this one. And so I want to ask you, since you like classic and you're female, how do you feel about the concept of having a female doctor?
I'm on the edge. Okay. You know, there's the female, there's also the African American, and then there's also the redhead.
Yeah.
I actually side with my sister on this. I would love a female doctor, as long as she's African American and redhead.
yeah, I'm sorry, Drew. Yeah, I think he's right. Sorry, Drew.
But yeah, that's what I want.
Awesome. Yeah. Yeah. Who would you cast to play that?
I have no clue. That's a hard one because I actually don't know any redheaded African American women.
Well, yeah, they do hang up. Who do you know?
No. What I was thinking of, because they do like the cast from within the show sometimes. Liz 10.
Ooh.
Interesting.
Ooh, that would be so cool.
That would be cool.
You finally broke our mind.
I want that to happen.
No, it's like when you said that, I'm like, who can we have? Because they cast.
Who could we have?
Yeah, because they cast Peter Capaldi, Kieran Gillian, Aggie Freeman. They all appeared in the show before they were actually main cast members. And if you want to go back further, Colin Baker. They do have a habit of casting from within the show. But yeah, if I really thought about it, if you wanted somebody that I think that could probably pull that role off, that could be her.
It would, yeah.
Out of those that I can think of off the top of my head.
I want that to happen now.
You heard that here first, Moffat.
We'll make up some concept art and send it to you so you can see what we're seeing.
So do you have any questions for us?
What is your favorite classic Who stories?
Hands down, easy enough. It's Castrovalva. It's the appearance of the fifth Doctor, who happens to be my doctor. I'll be honest, it's not the best episode out there, but to me, it's that one I could watch over and over again. It brings me to that happy place of my childhood when I was watching Doctor Who, and it's my go-to.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that. It's generally like the first thing you see. So Tom Baker running around in Vogons. Vogons. Listen to me. I just crossed David Douglas Adams again. I do that every time. I'm a bad person.
Were you trying to say Zygons?
I was trying to say Zygons. I really was. But I thought Vogons. Then I thought because in my mind that can just so easily happen, and I'd love to see. I'd love to see that as a moment.
Well, I mean, Douglas Adams did write for Doctor Who.
And there have been numerous references. Matt Smith had one. The sentient color blue was mentioned.
Yes.
I think I'm gonna go with Spearhead from Space.
Nice.
Because I recently rewatched it and realized I remembered pretty much the entirety of it from childhood. So I'm thinking if it stuck with me this long, it's just. That's it.
And if you want to know how much he actually loves the Third Doctor, if you go up to the art show, we actually have some art hanging in there. It's kind of obvious. It's the one with all the TARDISes. But if you look at her Third Doctor piece, it's absolutely insane what she did in it, with all the equations and all the science and everything that's in that piece. It's outstanding.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to check that out.
Yeah.
I had an actual physicist consult with me on it.
Yeah. So, any other questions for us? This is fascinating. I like being.
That's it.
Awesome.
Okay. Okay.
7 minutes.
We have 7 minutes, so we have time for one more person. Who should we bring up?
Lady in the Force scarf.
It's a scarf. Scarves are cool. Except on a summer's day, and then they're really, really hot. This is actually kind of fun. I really enjoyed
Well, I'm
this.
glad you're having a good time. I was concerned when we showed up. I know how depressed this normally makes you. And I'm like, God, if only something could lighten your day.
So, introductions, please.
I'm Regina.
Nice. So, how did you come at Doctor Who? I'm going to make an assumption here, and I could be wrong, but I'm guessing you're a classic fan.
Yes. Yeah, actually, used to watch PBS.
PBS!
Thank you, PBS.
All there ever was.
So I saw the Tom Baker episodes when I was very young. He was my first Doctor and my favorite Doctor.
So do you have a favorite Baker episode?
Well, I watched them all when I was very young. So to me, they, I don't remember the exact names of them, but I probably need to go back and rewatch them now that I could keep them all in order with the different stories. Because at the time, people talk about them now, it's like, oh, there can be the effects. But at the time when I was that young, they were really entertaining. They were like, oh, let me get the blanket and hide, put it underneath my head. Those monsters were a little scary when you were little.
So, well, let's focus on Baker, because it's kind of cool that you talked to somebody that watched it. Favorite companion from the Baker era?
I think probably just the Sarah Jane stood out at the time. And even throughout, when she had her own series, she's just a very strong female, presence, and I'm very glad to have her series continue on. I like that.
Yes.
So who's your favorite villain from his era?
Like I said, I'm probably, I think I just like some of the villains that just continued on throughout just the show in general that we're all familiar with, whether it's, whichever Doctor you see them with, and nowadays, like, you see Cybermen, you see the Daleks. I mean, I like those common elements that just continue through. But then for, like, the new episode, like she was saying with Blank, like with the Weeping Angels, I like having that added in. Like the Master, I think the continuity part of that is what I like about Doctor Who.
Nice. So, what are your thoughts and feelings about New Who?
I do enjoy New Who. I was wondering if I would, but actually, for the new Doctors, Eccleston's my favorite. I do love Capaldi, though.
Yeah.
I'm so happy. I was worried the Doctor was going to regenerate eventually and become 12 years old in a while, so very, very happy.
Close.
Yeah.
Justin Bieber was getting very close, and that was just not good.
So, so completely happy with Capaldi as one of the Doctors.
Hush your mouth!
I think you just spoke blasphemy over there.
I know. If I had said it was a good idea, it would have been blasphemy. You were feeling too good. I have to keep you level.
So you're talking about the evolution of some of the creatures. How do you feel about the evolution of the Cybermen? Because they start off almost human-like, and then they're just becoming more and more robotic.
Yeah.
I mean, and especially in that Neil Gaiman episode where they were just every 5 minutes we're doing an upgrade and just becoming, you know, like super fast all of a sudden. I mean.
It's almost like you take the zombie culture we have now. It's like, okay, zombies have always been slow moving, and now we suddenly have them the speed of a car chasing after people. Yeah. But
that's actually a really good analogy. I never thought about that with the Cybermen. That's really, really good.
But I think you kind of have to do that. You know, your audience is different. I think they expect more action. That was also one of the reasons that some of the new Doctors I didn't take to quite as well as other people did, because of all the running and it's like, okay, I'm not quite as enthralled by all the action. It's like a little too much action by the Doctor. It's like, stop so much running in a few of those episodes. But I think they do need to add a little bit more of that excitement and of just people are used to like super robots. You can do this, you can do that. You know, you've got to put more on top of it.
They expect tech to upgrade.
Yes.
So, a question: has everybody in here seen the entire of all Capaldi? For the most part.
Except for
Yeah.
Okay. How far did you get?
I'm on Tumblr. I've seen spoilers already.
Okay. So, because you brought up the Master, so I wanna bring this up. What did you think of Michelle Gomez's performance as Missy, aka the Master?
Yeah, I liked. Well, for a while there was, you saw her in so many episodes. There's rumors of what is she exactly, what is she going to be. So, I was very happy. I know we talked about having a female role come into the Doctor. I was very happy to see her. I like her as an actress. I like what how they kind of set her up and had her lead into being the Master. So I like her character.
Oh no, she was spot on. Because at least with her, they actually brought the threat level. You actually thought she was a threat, especially with the high body count. So how do you feel about we just had Missy, and we already know, because it's not even a spoiler. They've talked about it quite a bit with press releases and everything, that she's going to be in the beginning, first 2 episodes of Series 9. Are you happy that they're bringing her back right away? Do you think it's a mistake? Too soon? What are your thoughts?
Well, I really like the Master as a character, so it's one that I'm happy to see. So, and I like her as an actress.
Now, okay, now I'm going to pose a question to you. When we get this Missy, or when we get the Master back, because she's the Master to me, do you think it's going to be a Master from after Darkwater and Death in Heaven, or one that takes place before Series 8 even started?
He's been trying to push this so much, since you can have people meet each other for the first time, depending on their points of view.
Well, and there is that whole "I'm the one you left for dead." As
Right.
far as we know, he's not left anyone for dead. So
Right.
maybe they are genuinely out of sequence with each other.
Which could be fascinating, because to do the weird dovetail of, the wonderful 8th Doctor got to do that in the audio dramas, where he's actually, we're trying to stop something that the other side actually thinks we started because of our perspectives. And that's always a weird, wonderful timey-wimey moment that brings everybody back to the show. So that'd be an interesting, it's a good theory of yours. And it's about time one of your theories got to be right. He keeps having the greatest theories about people, about what's going to be going on. And I kind of buy into some of them, like, that makes a lot of sense. And then they just don't do it. And I'm like, oh!
Yeah. No, it's one of those things I'm curious about seeing. And we know we're going to get a second companion on the TARDIS for the new series. What would you like to see as that next companion?
I miss Donna. I would prefer a character like Donna. She was my favorite of the new companions. I just need someone to just, that can stand up to the Doctor, that's her own person, that's not just a little stick figure that they've kind of painted in. I would like a real person like I thought Donna was.
Well, I'll say this about Donna, and a lot of people, like to argue this, but I think she is the modern day equivalent of a Sarah Jane.
Mm-hmm.
She's not Sarah Jane, but
closest to that style.
Yeah, she was her own character.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Because it is time for us to go.
Oh, bummer. Okay.
So it is time for GPR to sign out. Until next time, peace. And like she said, at 3 o'clock, we are doing Doctor Who trivia. We do have prizes. We do have certificates. We do and it's team trivia too, so you can actually come in with a team. It's somewhere in this hotel. I don't know where yet.
It's in room G.
Room G.
I don't know where that is.
It's down near the Reg desk. And around the corner.
Main programming.
I think.
Oh, how about that? Moving on up.
That's right. Woo! Where your concert should be.
Where my concert should be. My concert's actually apparently in this room at 10 a.m. Nice.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know who I
Actually, what type of music do you play?
It's a geeky rock kind of thing.
So it's rock?
We'll do some covers. Here's a spoiler. We're gonna open with the Big Bang Theory song. Okay, there you go. That's how we're gonna start the show off. There'll be a Doctor Who song. There'll be a Firefly song that we wrote. Yeah.
Nice.
Do you have a CD?
We should do that. We should actually have some kind of merch, especially since we're playing at cons now. We should do that. That would make a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Do you not have merch?
I don't think merch happened. It was supposed to. We did a concert about 2 months ago, and that was a paying gig. Wow. And the concept was, we were going to have merch for RavenCon, but I don't think I've seen it, so I don't think so.
Because I was going to support you and buy a CD.
We'll put a fishbowl, and we'll sing your name in a song. How about that?
No, I want a CD.
Davey. It'll be fun.
Over the Ocean Blue.
Yes. So we'll try. I'll see if we can throw something together before tomorrow morning, so you can come throw money our way. Yeah, sure.
You go sing me happy birthday.
Maybe. I don't think we have the rights to that though.
No.
Does anybody actually have the rights to that?
But you could sing.
Yeah, I know somebody.
Yes,
I mean,
they
it's
do
like-
actually. But you could sing Happy Birthday Dirge. It's really sad and depressing.
Happy birthday.
Well, thank you for coming out, being entertained by us and our silliness, and thank you for participating. That was actually a lot of fun. And Drew, you've been replaced. Only at cons in this area. So yeah, but anytime you're at a con and we're there, you are more than welcome to always have a seat on our panels.
Of course.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes.